everybody, and welcome back to Life with Lolo. It is time for our weekly recap of Married at First Sight. This is season 11, episode 15, and it was titled Pack Your Bags. All right, y'all. So, we got one more episode left. This episode was basically about them talking about Decision Day and them talking to their friends about Decision Day. It started with 11 days until Decision Day to the night before Decision Day. So I was like, well, dang, we almost there 2 weeks, but whatever. Before we get into the episode, I am just kind of like, why didn't the experts step in again? Because I don't understand why they didn't step in. I already said this in their quarantine episode, but I still am trying to figure out why the experts did not step in and try to help them along the way, like via Zoom or via something, because the couples who is really struggling, especially Christina and Henry, it's just, look, my problem is I feel so sad for Henry because he needed some type of mediation in between him and Christina so she can get her head out her goddamn ass and stop lying and see what he is talking about and vice versa. Like, so they just left them up to their own devices, and it's just like, it's just ridiculous. And I just feel so bad for Henry because at this episode really showed Christina is like delusional, like something ain't clicking in her head. And then let's get into it, y'all, because I can go on and on and on about them. But my thing is really, I'm just trying to figure out why they didn't step in and help them along the way. They keep saying like they were given 4 months, so it's longer than what the other couples have experienced and yada, yada, yada. However, I feel as though this season was gypped because the experts did not help them. They just left them all willy-nilly and stuff. So I don't know. Y'all let me know what y'all feel down there in them comments. But like I said, let's get into this episode. Everybody's leaving a retreat. Child, I thought it was so funny how they were all leaving a retreat and everybody was having like a good time. Everybody was dancing in the car except for Christina and Henry. I was like, oh, they the fuddy duddies. They the only ones not dancing in the cars, eating snacks. I was just like, So let's just start with Christina and Henry because that's how the show opened up. They're unpacking. Henry was saying they've been cordial for the weekend, and we do see they sleep in separate rooms. And I don't know why, again, I did not pick that up. Henry sleeps in the guest room and she sleeps in the main room. He was saying like he's still unhappy about some things and he's deciding whether to bring it up or not. At this point, I don't even see what the purpose would be to bring it up because Christina is just a liar. Basically, she's a liar and I just don't understand why she's lying, but she said that she was a pathological liar. So like, why are we surprised that she is lying? Whatever. But anyway, we see Christina, she meeting up with her friend. And then of course, Henry is meeting up with Kristen. Christina meeting up with her friend. Child, let me tell you, who was this old man? Because he ain't say like 2 words. All he kept doing was making faces. And I was cracking up. I was like, he gonna say something? He not gonna? Because she was just like, well, I don't know. I'm not hard to deal with. He was like, like, he just kept making faces and stuff. But she's saying like, there's no spark, there's no chemistry, especially on his part. I'm like, girl, you don't even do your part. So why would he put in and you not putting in? Like, come on now. She's saying that they're like in this gray area. She keeps saying she want to make it work. And I'm like, what? Huh? So she's saying like he's talented, she loves his spirit, he knows how to play the guitar, and he was never taught, but he's real shy. Like, she's saying all these good positive things about Henry, and I feel like she really likes Henry because he's a good person and the things that he does that makes her smile and stuff like that. However, she's not willing to go an extra mile or extra step to make it work, and then of course stop lying. So the other guy, he was just basically saying like, well, what if Henry said that he wanted to make it work? She was just like, well, she's hopeful that she can make it work. I was like, girl, stop. Kristen's talking to Henry, and I don't like Kristen for the simple fact is she did not have anything positive to say about the marriage from the beginning. and her viewpoints are kind of skewed to Henry's side, because when they met up the first time, it was like she wasn't really holding Henry to the fire to make Henry see like some of the things that you do, like the lack of communication and stuff like that, may not work in a relationship. Maybe you should be more open or stuff like that. She just likes to agree with Henry and so forth. So I don't like her for that. And then I think she wants him, but she let him go. But then she sees how good of a person he is, and she may not be in a real good relationship, so she don't care if his relationship fails because, oh, he's available, let me jump on him type thing. That's what I get from Kristen. But at any rate, they talking, and Henry was saying it's still been a struggle, and he's saying like the interaction has still continued from the first time he talked to Kristen, and that it hasn't changed. He was saying like the honesty and communication has, just not been there and stuff. And he was saying like the lack of communication is just weird to him. And I'm like, Henry, you don't talk. So he's been talking more, but here lately when he's been talking, or what we've seen, I should say, he been going around in a circle. But he said also in his interview that he doesn't want to tell Kristen anything about what went on with Christina, because Christina then threatened this man to air out this text message that she got. I thought she ain't had the text message. See, she be lying about stupid stuff. So she said she threatened him that if he didn't have her back, I guess if he went and told the friends what was going on, she was going to leak the text message or whatever. I was like, what? So she was going to put it out there that he was gay or whatever and air him out. I'm like, are you serious? I was like, if I was Henry, I would have just walked away right there. Like, it ain't nothing really we need to talk about. What we need to talk about, Henry? I mean, not Henry. Christina, what do we need to talk about? Ain't nothing for us to talk about. You up here threatening me to air out a lie that you know is a lie. What is there to talk about? So he was saying like, I don't think he can, go on and stuff like that. He just want to hear what she got to say, yada, yada, yada. But my thing on that, I just said it. She claims she lost the text, or she ain't had a text message. So what's she about to air out? So you got the text message and you don't want to show him the text message because you know it's a lie, or you don't have a text message. Like, make it make sense, Christina. Make it make sense. Because y'all, somebody get their cousin. somebody get her, okay? It's dinner time. It's their last night. I think this was like 2 days before decision day or something like that. They are going out to dinner for the last time, I guess. Well, we just want to say the last time, because Henry gonna say no. I think Christina gonna say yes. But let's just get into the dinner. So the entrance to the restaurant was beautiful. I love that entrance. And he was saying like this is what he wanted to do when he got married. He wanted to go out, do romantic things and stuff like that. But it's bittersweet because he with Christina, so it's kind of like, geez, help me, Lord. But anyway, he said he gonna try to, enjoy it. He was talking to her because she was asking like, how you feeling about decision day. He was like, well, he full of emotions and stuff, and he just wants to kind of see what's going to happen because he doesn't want to say that he didn't do everything he was supposed to do to make this work or whatever. And she said, so I don't know what she said because it bleeped out, but she said something and his expression was like, yeah, you just realized that type thing. So I don't know what she said, but she said she is used to somebody putting her in her place, and she's done a lot of stuff that was wrong and all this other stuff. And then in her interview, she was saying like she regrets some of the things that she's done, and that she said she regretted some of the stuff that she's done, and she wished she could do it differently or something like that. And I'm like, won't you tell him? Like, apologize to him. Like, tell him that you was wrong. Tell him that you not right now. Like, let him know what's really going on with you. But if for some reason she not telling him, she want him to guess, I guess. I don't, child. But she asked, like, what are some things you like about me, child? Henry was stuttering so hard. He was stuttering stuttering so hard, child. But he, oh God, something wrong with that girl. Something wrong, and then it's not ADHD. It's not. But he was saying, like, what did he say? It wasn't even nothing that deep. Oh, he said that she was spontaneous and that that he loved her writings or something. Oh my God. I can't believe it. Oh my God. Are you serious? I was just like, what is, why? He was trying so hard to hold back from laughing because he's just so confused. And I was like, sir, we confused, okay? They at home, they talking about the whole restaurant experience. Child, why she had said that she can't wait to go back. I hope she meant alone or with somebody else, because the way Henry was looking. And I think that tick he has is like a nervous tick. So you could tell when he uncomfortable or nervous and stuff. And because I said, Lord, somebody get Henry out this room, because he uncomfortable. I'm uncomfortable just watching the scenes, okay? So I know he uncomfortable being in the same room with this girl, because it's like a vast difference, because she was saying like, well, maybe I think we need some more time and maybe we need some counseling and stuff. And he like, how is she seeing like things are going good where I'm seeing things are just like, it's World War II up in here. Like, what do she see? Like, what? So he like, I don't need no more time. I really just want to see what she gonna say on this couch. That's basically all he want to see. And like I said, I think she realized that he was a good guy and that she really screwed up, and now she trying to get back on the right path, but it's way too late for that, boo-boo. I spent way too much time talking about them, but they are our most disastrous couple. So yeah, let's get into Woody and Imani. So they back home. You could tell like she's an unpacker when as soon as you get home, and then he's we could get to it in a couple days type thing. Cause she was like, we can't leave these bags right here. We can at least take them in the bedroom. So they talking on the couch, and she was saying like in the beginning she was about 50-50 on a commitment, and he said he was about 70-80, but now he had 100. She didn't really say where she was or whatever, but you can really tell that they gonna both say yes at decision day. They just trying to really see what could potentially go wrong for them not to say yes on the decision day. Because Imani's talking with her friend Nicole, and they just chatting, and she's saying like she real super confident about decision day. She feels good about the relationship. What else she was saying? She was saying like he gets on her nerves, but she hopes that they gonna make it and do well and all this other stuff. And it's nothing really too big that they can't handle. She basically like, if something come up, we're gonna leave it up to God and let him reveal the truth type thing. So I was just like, that's good. One thing she did say was him not listening to her. That's the issue, because she feels as though she says stuff, but if he doesn't understand it, he just kind of keeps going or whatever, versus asking for clarification on what the situation is, so it won't be a misunderstanding or whatever. And then they showed that stupid little clip about the burqa. That was this, okay. I think she meant something more deeper or whatever. But that is a problem for her if he's not listening to what she's saying and lacks the understanding of what she's saying and stuff like that. Like, he don't have to agree with it, but if he shows that he understands or whatever. So he meeting with his grandma. Grandma was tearing that drink up. I don't know what was in that glass, but grandma was cute. She was cute. I said, oh, grandma, I like that little fruity drink. She was real cute. But she was talking to him and saying like she liked them two as a couple, and she sees the changes in Woody and stuff. And Woody was basically saying like he like, forget that single life. What was he even thinking about being single and stuff like that? Like, he feels like he wasted his time being single, and right now is where it's at and stuff. And she was like, oh, okay, all right. And he was like, what can I do to get where you and grandpa at, or something like that? She was just like, well, just pay attention and be more consistent, listen to it and stuff. Because sometimes your grandfather, I be thinking he listening, he ain't even listening to me, child. He talking about something else. But, just pay attention and be consistent. He was like, all right, I got that, grandma, I got that. And she was like, if people tell you they don't argue in their relationships, then they lying, because they do argue. And that's the truth. I hate when people say, we ain't never have an argument. So she says they're gonna be fine. They at dinner. They look real cute. The food look good. Child, she was mad that he ate all them damn oysters. I've been mad too. Cause first of all, I ordered the oysters. You ain't even ordered none, and then you done ate all of them. So she was mad. She was like, "Go on, take this plate before he eat all my damn food." So it was funny, and they was joking like, "Look, this is that made my decision right there. Like, you eating up all my food, but I'm gonna say no." Like, they was joking and stuff, so it was real cute and whatever. And then he had said that he can't he sees things differently. She's grown him as a person. And child, he said he was about to cry, and he believed in love, but he didn't believe in marriage because he didn't know how it would work out. But now he sees and he's happy, and he said that he can't see himself without her. So I was like, oh, this is so cute. But anyway, they back in the house, and I think it's like the next day, or maybe it was that night. And yeah, I think it was that night, because they was talking about how, you know, they would feel sleeping apart from each other. She was like, look, I'm looking forward to it. Ain't gonna be no snoring. Ain't gonna be none of this, that, and stuff. He was like, wait a minute, what? And so she was like, I'm just saying we're gonna have some free time from each other and stuff. And then something had transpired. She was like, well, what if I say no? And he was like, well, what would make you say no? And she was like, well, what would you think? And he was like, me not listening to you, me not, you know, hearing you or whatever. And she was like, yeah. And she was like, do you think that would be a valid point or whatever? And he was like, oh no, I don't think that'd be no valid point or nothing like that. Cause like, if you don't say yes to me, and I'm not even going to be listening to you no more. So she had a problem with that. She was not happy with that reaction that he gave. So she said it was going to be some things she would have to think about. I'm not worried about them. I think they still going to, you know, say yes at decision day. I did want to know what was going on with his closet, because like the rails was so low. I mean, he's short, so maybe he got it. Like, I was like, what's going on in his closet? That was the only thing that really confused me in their scene. But I think they're going to be okay. Now, Amelia and Bennett, on the other hand, I was just like, But I still think Amelia and Bennett going to say yes to each other. But it's just some things there that kind of was just like, oh, wow. So, they going back to bed from the retreat, child. He had that goddamn nightgown on. I said, did he even wash the nightgown? Because they was out in the woods for about 2 days. They got the wood smell on it, the cabin smell, and you just get into your home bed with that same nightgown on. Just child. They talk about flipping coins and stuff. I was just like, I hope they not really gonna do that. But then again, it's Amelia and Bennett, so who knows, child? Because they saying that fate wants it to happen, it'll happen. If it don't happen, then it won't happen. And I was just like, oh, okay. But we see Bennett's friends, they over. Child, Thaddeus, I think that was his name. The man without the mustache and the hat on, he was sweating a lot. But he was not with it at all. Like, he was not for it at all. Okay, the other guy was kind of like, well, you know, I think y'all will kind of be all right and stuff. Like, what if these things occur? Thaddeus was like, look, y'all ain't really lived life. Y'all ain't been living together. Y'all been playing house. Like, this ain't real life. Like, what is... Thaddeus was cracking me up, okay? Because, he was like, well, have y'all really argued? He was like, well, no, we haven't really argued and stuff. We've been having a good time. See, y'all ain't even arguing with each other. Y'all ain't had no difficult times. Y'all been having little fairy tale times. You can't get to know nobody on no beach sipping, what do you say, sweet drinks. That is just going off. He's like, you learn a person from the difficult times and stuff. And I was like, he telling them, you know, he's speaking the truth and stuff like that. That's how you really learn somebody when they get angry or in traffic or moving, putting together furniture and stuff. That's where you really learn somebody. Let that hammer or something hit your child. But anyway, Thaddeus was laying it down. He was like, look, I am not for this. Y'all ain't know each other. You can't learn nobody in 4 months. Like, how is this working out? Like, Then, I don't know why Bennett told them. Oh, God. I don't know why Bennett said that he was moving to Virginia. Oh, God. Because Thaddeus was like, what? You moved to Virginia? No friends, no job. What you going to do? I'm sorry, y'all. That thing, because that man was cracking me up because everything was just like, it ain't going to work. Just cut your losses. I was like, Lord. Because he was like, you ain't going to have no job, no friends. He was like, she going to be at work. You going to be sitting in the house like a puppy. When she going to come home and take you out for walks? Oh, God, that thing right there. Oh, that floored me. I was like, oop, why he do Bennett like that? Oh, God, he had me weak. So then Bennett was like, well, I'm going to split time up here and then in Virginia. So I'm going to be here for 6 months. My eyes are watery because that thing cracked me up. He was like, I'm going to spend time in New Orleans and in Virginia, 6 months here, 6 months there. And she's supporting me with that decision and stuff. And so I believe in that, and I believe in our relationship. I believe it's going to work and yada, yada, yada. But you give me some good things to think about and stuff. And, they both basically don't want him to be hurt, but Thaddeus was cracking me up. Then we see Amelia. She getting a tarot card reading, and she telling the lady, what's going on and stuff. Her friends sitting in the background watching and stuff, and the lady basically like, you gonna be stable. The person you're with is good at communicating. He's good with his emotions. Don't get inside your head because you're overthinking things and you could potentially mess up the relationship because you're overthinking and stuff like that. And then she went to say something else, child, and then the damn Zoom meeting cut off. I was like, well, damn. So, they go over there and sit down on the couch and stuff. And, what happened? Where is it at? There we go. She, sitting on the couch. She said she had a dream of that Bennett turned into a cucumber, and then she chopped him up, and then she fed him to everybody, and that kind of got her worried and scared and stuff. And the friends basically were like, we like him, we support y'all too, and yada yada yada. So that night they had like pizza. I don't know if they had it ordered in or something like that, but they had like pizza, and Bennett had the living room real cute with roses and little tea candles, the little tea light candles, and then balloons that said I love you and stuff. So it was really cute. And they talking about decision day, and she's all like, oh, this is so lovely, I love this. And she had like some big ass giant peach or apple or something on her head. I was just like, I'm not surprised. And so this was the part right here that had me like, ooh, Amelia. So she said because he said D-Day will be memorable for one of us or something like that. And then they went back and forth like, what you mean, what I mean, and all that other stuff. And then she said she didn't think she was ready to be married, but she thought it would be fun to be on a reality show. I said, Amelia. So then she was saying, he was like, so that's not why you got married? She was like, no, that wasn't my number one driving force. Like, I didn't even know that I was going to get picked, but I just applied to be on TV, and I didn't know if I was going to be picked. And she was saying like, I think it's, what'd she say? Oh, she said she didn't know she was going to be picked, but she thought it would be cool to be on a reality show. And then when she got on a reality show, she felt like, oh, or when she got picked, she felt like, oh, I generally like everybody. So whoever it'll be, like a snowman, a robot, a man, a woman, a dog, I would be, I would like them or whatever like that. So it would be cool because I generally like everybody. I was like, oh. So he was unsure now because he like, well, what will happen after the cameras disappear? Because then she won't be on TV anymore. And will she still be invested in this relationship? And so he asked her, so this was like a past and fun experience. And she was basically like, yeah. I said, Amelia, I was waiting for something else for her to say. Like, but I fell in love with you. So I got, this. And I was waiting for her to say something else like that, but she didn't. She didn't. They went to a commercial. I was like, damn. Ooh. So, child, they going to bed here in that goddamn gown again. I'm like, we saw the gown on 11 days until D-Day, and then we seen the gown 2 days. Did he wash the gown in between? Probably not. So now he's saying he's disappointed that she signed up for different reasons, and he's falling in love with her, but he's not confident anymore in his decision based off of last night or the night or whatever. She's excited for the new chapter of life, and she said that the cameras won't be there anymore. She don't know how the relationship will last outside of the incubator. So she's still interested in continuing a relationship, but she is concerned that them cameras ain't gonna be there no more. I was just like, whoo. And then she said the next day when they were all packing up, she was saying like she's gonna be working all the time, so she doesn't know how it'll kind of work out and stuff like that. And a million thoughts is going through her head. And before I move on, Woody did call Imani his soulmate as he was leaving out to go to the hotel or wherever they gonna have them people at. I guess maybe they go back to their original houses. I don't know. But who was the next child? Karen and Miles. So yeah, Karen and Miles. So they on the couch, they joking, he rubbing her feet and stuff, and he's saying like, you giving me great hairs and all this other stuff. They joking, they talk about decision day. She nervous about it, but she wants to walk in with a clear mind and clear conscience and, you know, see what they're supposed to do. And she says that she feels as though she was doing everything that she was supposed to do. He says that he doesn't want to go in with any animosity, but he wants to go have a good week because it's their last week together and stuff like that. So he's sitting down with his friend and he telling him what was going on, and he was saying like early on they weren't really talking that much, things were real rough. Child, when he told us that scenario, when that girl, he said she took clothes out of the dryer, put them in the chair, he's sitting on that long couch. He said she had her meal. She walked over to the chair and sat on the edge of the chair versus sitting on the couch with him. I said, oh yeah. That would tell me right then and there that you don't want me. Like, what is you, like, hello, I'm right here. Like, you can't, what? Like, that would piss me all the way off, okay? So he said he was upset about that, and he said, like, after that, they started communicating a little bit more and stuff. And he says that he tells her what's bothering him and all that other stuff. And I think the friend was like, well, do you think she's giving you what, you know, she has in her? He was like, well, I think she's giving me what she can give, but is that enough, basically? And the friend was basically like, y'all should just put y'all cards on the table and stuff. And he was saying, like, on paper, she's everything. And he loves the food. I was like, he in love with that food. He in love with the cooking. But he's saying they don't have any intimate physically and nor emotionally. And that's a problem. And he said, but he wants to, because he wants to experience it all and he hasn't. And if they're not physically intimate, how does he know that's going to work on, you know, work out later on? And if you don't really have any chemistry there, how will you ever move on to being physically intimate with someone? If I don't have any chemistry with somebody, I'm not fitting to sleep with them. That's just me personally. I don't know. I got to have something. Like, you got to do something to me. Something. And I'm like 4 months and ain't nothing. Like, y'all barely kiss. Child. And he was just like, should I stick it out because there's potential there? Or, you know what? Or should I just move on? And he was saying, like, he hopes that he makes the right choice. And then we see Karen's friend. So she had 2 people coming over. And she hasn't been trying to talk about decision day, but it's coming up, so she has to talk about it and stuff like that. Child, that friend, I don't remember her name, but the one with the straight hair. I was like, Karen better hold on to Miles because homegirl looked like she ready to scoop him up. Okay? Because she was like, yeah, he's so nice and respectful and peaceful. He's just so, yeah. I was like, she want to say handsome, good. Like, she want to say all this extra stuff, but she don't want to play her card just yet. But I said, Karen better watch out because that girl, what y'all thought? But anyway, she's saying like she got married to a stranger and during a pandemic, and then like the whole injustice things that's been stressing them both out, and she doesn't know what he needs or at the time or whatever. And I'm like, girl, I think that man been telling you what he. And she keeps saying she's not all that affectionate, but he needs that. That's his love language. That's what he needs. And if she's not able to give that, then why are we still here? So even the friend with the straight hair, she said that I think they're both good people. And this was the interview. She said that they both good people. But she was saying, like, I think Karen is trying, but is she trying her all or giving him what he needs? I don't think so. I said, see, she ready for Miles. She is ready, okay? But anyway, she was saying like what happened? Because somebody asked, did they kiss? Did they do stuff? And she was like, well, we kissed, but we haven't done anything else or whatever. And then the other friend was saying, like, she feels like they're, you know, they could be together. She feels that they could be together and stuff. And then the other friend was saying, like, she got some concerns. This is the one with the straight hair. Because she was like, just because two people are great doesn't mean that they'll be good together. They don't have to be good together, and that's okay. And she was saying, like, you need an alpha man in the house because sometimes you can be rude. Because what she said? No, she said you are a strong, independent person, but you don't listen. And sometimes you need somebody to give you that look like and be like, okay, you right, I'm good. But he doesn't give that. He's the person that be like, oh, what can I do for you? What can I give and stuff? And then she kept saying like she didn't feel like he was being genuine and he wasn't being 100% and yada yada yada. And basically, they just need to go. Just separate. Let Miles be with somebody who gonna give Miles what he needs. Let somebody be with him who gonna rub on him, you know, all the muscles and stuff, and go massage his scalp and stuff. Let somebody else be with him. Like, And then at dinner time, she's saying like she likes somebody because they had dinner in their apartment. And she was saying like she likes someone that she can laugh with, communicate with, and give off that masculine energy. So again, she basically saying that he don't got what she need and stuff. And because she's saying like she want to submit to somebody who has masculine energy. And Miles is confused because he was like, look, that part confuses me because I don't understand. Like, because I am a man. Like, I can give these things. That the things that you're asking for, I can give those things to you. She says she wants somebody that can protect her. Someone who could stand up and be the man of the house. And basically, she don't trust Miles can lead her. And that's real... Child. So I'm trying to figure out what has he shown that would tell her that he can't lead her or protect her or anything like that. He says he wants someone who can be proud of him, be like, oh, that's my man. Yes. Look at my man. Look at him cut that grass. Like stuff like that. Be proud of him. Be proud to show him all. Be proud to see him. Give him a kiss. Do this. Do all that other stuff. And he wants peace and safety in his home. He said, because she was leaving out or whatever, and I think the night before he said that he just wanted both of them to be okay, or maybe she said that, I don't know. But then she was leaving out. He stayed in the apartment, and she was saying like it's so much more to know about him, and she's kind of anxious about what he gonna say. Girl, cause he gonna say no, or he better say no. I hope he don't say yes. I just hope he don't say yes, y'all. And then last but not least, Olivia and Brett, and I don't even understand why they were on our camera or on our TVs this week, cause why? They had to tell their friends that they broke up on camera. Like, what? What? Like, all during the quarantine and stuff, or at home, they ain't talk to their friends and tell them face-to-face, or not face-to-face, Zoom, or via the phone that they broke up. Like, come on now. And Olivia was talking to somebody. Maybe she was talking to her mama or something. I don't know. But at any rate, Brett met up with his friend, and Olivia met up with her friend. I think it's the same girl she always be talking to. And the friend was kind of shocked that they wasn't still together. But then he was just kind of like, Brett doesn't compromise, and he can come off a little off-putting and aggressive. And Brett was saying like the quarantine kind of split them up. It became too stressful for them, and that he sees that they probably would have broke up anyway because of their fundamental differences and stuff, like with the kids, the budget, and stuff like that. The friend was kind of asking him like, what did he walk away with? This fool wants to say he walked away with the knowledge of production and pandemics. He ain't learned nothing about himself during this whole time. The friend basically told us in an interview that he has had moments with Brett where Brett can be very selfish. He only thinks about himself. And it's not just that friend. He said the whole circle of friends where Brett doesn't really have any empathy. And if it's not about him or catering to him, it doesn't make sense. And he's not worried about it or whatever. So I was like, yeah, that kind of showed on camera with Olivia. So like, it's not really surprising. And then he said he was going to go out and date and stuff and whatnot. Olivia talking to her friend, and she telling her it didn't work out. And the friend was like, "Oh man, I was rooting for y'all and stuff." And she was saying like, because the friend asked her, "Would do she feel like she did wrong and stuff?" And Olivia was like, "Well, I feel like my lack of intimacy was wrong. If I would have been more intimate, maybe he would have been more intimate, and we'd have had more connection and stuff like that." I liked her answer. She was saying like it was nice coming home to somebody, and that's what she kind of wants. And then she also said that she just wants love. She wants somebody to love. She wants somebody to love her, and she basically just kind of wants love. And I think that was it. Yeah, that was it, y'all. So that was the whole episode. Y'all let me know what y'all felt about this episode, and who do y'all feel like is going to stay? Do y'all feel like Miles is really thinking about it and he's going to be like, yeah, to Karen, because maybe he's going to see that they can work it out some more or whatever? Or do you feel like it's going to be like a no? I hope it's going to be a no. I think Karen may say yes because she sees the potential in Miles, but I don't know why she would say yes, because she obviously wants someone different. And I just, like, he's a good person. And like the friend said, just because they are two good people does not mean they have to be together, because they just, she can't give him what he needs. And, Amelia and Bennett, do y'all feel like it might be a little no there? I don't know. I think they're trying to jazz it up and make us feel like it's going to be a no. But I was kind of surprised at her answer when about the whole TV thing and all that. That really surprised the heck out of me. And what else, child? Oh, and Christina and Harry. I hope Henry says no. I think Christina might say yes because she lonely. I just don't understand. And then she did say something that I forgot to mention. She did say that, and I agree with her for the very first time, that she said that they are just trying not to hurt each other's feelings and stuff. And I feel like though that's what Henry is doing. He just needs to basically tell her, look, it's not gonna work out. Yeah. Because like that whole we made it 40 days and we sticking, no fam, it's just not gonna work out. Like we just on two different, like, look, no, we in two different books. It's not gonna work out, boo-boo. So at any rate, y'all just let me know what y'all feel about the final decisions and what y'all felt about this episode. If y'all like this review recap, go ahead and hit that thumbs up button. If you are not subscribed to my channel, but you are watching this video, hit the subscribe button and also hit the notification bell to be notified when I drop new videos. All right, y'all. Until next time, peace.